Jones.
On the Democratic side, Fox News is not calling this race. Clinton's camp claiming victory after a near 50-50 split with Senator Bernie Sanders. Officials in Iowa calling it the closest Democratic race in history. Senator Sanders late last night says he is not given in just yet on this race.
As I think about what happened tonight, I think the people of Iowa have sent a very profound message to the political establishment, to the economic establishment, and, by the way, to the media establishment.
As I stand here tonight, breathing a big sigh of relief, thank you, Iowa. I will keep standing up for you. I will keep fighting for you. I will always work to achieve the America that I believe in, where the promise of that dream that we hold out to our children and our grandchildren never fades, but inspires generations to come.
Shannon Bream joins us live. She is in Des Moines, Iowa this morning once again. So, Shannon, what do we know about where things stand in this incredibly close Clinton-Sanders race?
Well, Martha, as you all said, the Democratic Party here is saying it is the closest in history. They're not officially calling it yet because there are still, get this, 2.28 delegates to be decided, so it is razor thin. The former Senator and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton does maintain a slight edge. She has claimed victory, but it's not exactly in the books just yet, and she's now traveling on to New Hampshire, where the picture is much different for her than it was here. Bernie Sanders, the senator from Vermont, has arrived there already. Here's what he had to say this morning. He's sounding very positive.
Thank you so much. As you know, we just got in from Iowa, where we astounded the world. And now in New Hampshire, we're going to astound the world again. I think our vision for America.
And as you know, the average of Real Clear Politics recent polling there, Bernie Sanders is up solidly by double digits. In the most recent poll, it was by more than 30 points. So it's going to be a tough battle there for Mrs. Clinton going into that election next. Martha.
Well, the GOP candidates already on the ground there as well, and we have seen what a difference 1 week can make in these races, so they're not letting any grass grow under their feet there, Shannon.
At all. You know, the ground game here in Iowa is so important, and the candidates had different strategies, but one thing we saw from Senator Ted Cruz was masses of volunteers. You know, we talked about sort of the dorm-style camp out where many of them were living. He had 12,000 volunteers who came here into Iowa. It made all the difference. He thanked them last night, and here's what he said about their strategy moving into those next states.
The same thing as what we did in Iowa, is what we're doing in New Hampshire, South Carolina, Nevada, and all across the country. We are answering the questions of the men and women in New Hampshire.
Of course, he is down by double digits there in recent polling behind Donald Trump. But also in the news this morning, of course, Marco Rubio finishing in a solid third place. Moving into New Hampshire, he knows he's got a battle as well. I was at one of the large caucus sites last night when he showed up in person. He seemed to really connect with the crowd. There were actually 2 precincts that caucused together. He won them both resoundingly last night. He feels good about what happened in Iowa and how it sets him up moving forward. Here's what he said on Fox and Friends this morning.
The best chance to take our message to people that haven't voted for us in the past and convince them that conservatism is better for them and better for America. We do those 2 things, and we beat Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders, and we win this election and turn America around. So I think more and more people began to realize that as we got closer to voting day, and of course you saw that we surged there late. We felt great, and we feel great about the momentum that gives us coming in here to New Hampshire.
And of course, Martha, as you know, New Hampshire is a much different voting base. The polling has been much different there, so it could be a totally different game when those results come in just a few days from now.
That's for sure. And a week to go between now and then, and a lot can change in that time, as we've said. Shannon, thanks.